welcome to Galactic Sun Energy Readings, formerly known as Tarot by the Moon. This is Tasha. Excuse me, Mr. Milo. Come on. Okay. These are my two furry friends. This one's Mr. Murray, and the one behind me is Mr. Milo. And they're sensing an air of excitement this morning, and they're sensing an air of excitement because we've got visitors coming to see us, haven't we, Mr. Murray? We've got visitors staying with us this weekend, and the visitors that we've got staying with us are actually Mr. Murray's not original owners, but the previous owners, let's put it like that, previous fam, yeah? So, they're in the area and they're coming to see us and coming to see how Mr. Murray is getting along. And he knows, of course. So it's just an air of excitement today. Because obviously, you know, it's like when you got visitors coming and wherever you know, cleaning corners of your house you didn't even know existed and things like this. So the doglets are a little bit, yeah, and Mr. Milo was a little bit under the weather yesterday. Nothing serious, I don't think. Just a little bit under the weather. He's getting a bit older now and he has days like that. But I give him a lot of extra love, gentle energy and affection. I did some dog Reiki with him, which he absolutely loves. And today he's like a puppy. Today he's like a puppy all morning, so doing his attention-seeking behaviours and what have you, so watch out for that. So I hope you lot are all alright. I've come in to say Happy New Moon, to do a new moon reading as I've been instructed by Spirit. Now I've been slowing down and taking extra care about how I listen to Spirit lately, and it's becoming more of a regular habit for me. So I've come in today to do the new moon reading today, and I've been assured I will have time to do everything and it will be fine. I've taken time and care, and Spirit has helped me to choose which decks to use also, and this is going to be an oracle reading with some tarot at the end. So we're in a new moon in Taurus. We're still in Taurus season. New moon in Taurus. It's a very auspicious time. I think we touched on this in the last video of looking at how we can grow and expand our finances. Yes, making financial plans, reviewing financial plans and all of those sorts of things, or anything that you're building or creating right now is all well starred. However, a little bit of information that came my way that I thought, yeah, I need to let you guys know this, from after listening to Pam Gregory, the astrologer, was that yes, all of those things that I've just said, yes, but also if there's any deficits, if there's any areas that are lacking, if there's anything, it can go the other way as well, is what I'm saying, okay? So be very, very careful about what we're focusing on at the minute and what we're looking. Obviously, new moon energy, we're setting intention, so be very, very careful about not creating more of a deficit, not creating. So how do we do that? We do that by focusing on how far we've come, by making a solid, steady plan, practical plans. We're in Taurus energy, Taurus new moon energy, very, very practical, very down to earth, very hard working. Make a plan that you can actually stick to, okay? Determination, get some of that Taurus determination in, and that's how we're going forward, my loves, okay? We're going into a time of abundance, believe it, you are worthy. Okay, anything else wanted to come in with our energy now? So we'll be entering, we talked a lot about entering Gemini last time, but we're still in Taurus, new moon energy for now. So let's make the most of that. Let's make the most of being organised, practical, getting a plan together, consistency and determination. Let's look at our, you know, the practical side of life, because it's all very well, isn't it? It's sort of like going, oh well, I've put it out there to the universe, or I'd like more abundance in my life, I'd like more money, I'd like more financial security, I'd like to be financially independent, I want more things that cost money, you know, you want a holiday maybe, or you want to move house or buy a car or something like this. And it's like, it's all well and good putting those intentions out to the universe and believing that you're worthy and all of that, but you have to actually do the hard work to get it as well. You have to take the practical steps, and you have to be consistent in those steps, and then the universe will definitely 100% reward you, okay? So I feel like this energy is just a reminder of that yeah, it is magic. Yeah, it is a kind of magic and all of that, and these things do come to us and the universe does support us, but also that we actually have to put in the work and effort, and we have to do it on a daily basis. And that's why I feel like this energy right now is good for looking at a practical plan, and not like a sort of an airy fairy sort of pie in the sky plan, but a plan that is actually workable and that you are able to stick to within the resources of time and energy that you actually have. Okay, so I want to say as well, thank you for everyone who's continuing to support my channel. Please give me the thumbs up. It's super important that you give me the thumbs up, guys. I know that a lot of you are enjoying it, but I need to see those thumbs. Give me the thumbs up, give me the notification, and please, please, please subscribe. I promise you, there is no catch involved. It's no hassle involved. You're not tied to anything. You can unsubscribe at any time. But I really need to get these subscriptions in, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you leave me a comment, that boosts the algorithm, even if it's just an emoji. If you share me on social media, that helps. Every little positive action that you take is helping me, and thank you so, so much. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, so the last reading, I felt after it like it was quite a rough ride. Like the energy that I was coming through with was a little bit brutal, a little bit aggressive even. Not aggressive, but sort of like that tough motherly love energy was really coming through. And I really, really felt that strongly. And I never know until I come on and just open the channel and see what comes in, how the readings are going to go. But I have noticed, just as a general thing, and I don't know if you've noticed it too, but when I do the oracle style readings, there's a gentler energy comes through. I think that oracle style readings, specifically the Pleiadian grandmothers, come through, and they've got such a gentle energy. And we've got Kuan Yin here today as well, which wanted to come in again. So hopefully, sometimes it's what needs to come through. Sometimes, like, if it's a little bit feisty or whatever, that's what's needed. That's what's needed, my loves. Okay, so please don't take offence, is what I mean, and please take it in the spirit that is given, which is the spirit of love. Okay, my darlings. So all that being said, let's go into with today's reading. So I'm just going to call in the highest vibration of love and radical compassion into this reading today for all concerned, for the planet that we live on, for the species that we share this planet with, for the whole of humanity, for all of your family, friends and loved ones, and otherwise nothing but most radical compassion and love. And so it is, my darlings, for the star ancestors, for the Pleiadian grandmothers, of course, for all of the star races and the star ancestors, for the interdimensional life and for the life that we've yet to understand. Nothing but the most radical of compassion and love, and so it is. Okay, at this time of the year, I wasn't aware of this until yesterday or the day before. It was being brought to my attention that there's 2 times in the year where the Pleiadians in particular send us a transmission. Okay, they're working with us very closely, and so if you can imagine, the veil between us and the Pleiadians is particularly thin at this time. All right, so I didn't realise that. It was brought to my attention by another spiritual teacher just this week, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, because it was around about this time of year that I was actually put into contact with my Pleiadian grandmothers, and that I was actually confirmed as a Pleiadian star seed. Another thing I want to bring in about star seeds is, and another teacher that I follow closely brought this point up, and she's actually a Syrian star seed, but it was it hit me, and I thought, yeah, that is a good point, because I always rattle on about how I came to find out my starseed origins, and that I was blessed to have communication with a shaman in New Zealand who, confirmed all of that for me. But what I want to say is, I already knew. I could do a whole thing about this, and I probably should. I probably should do a podcast or something about starseeds and how you come to understand it, because I already knew I was a Pleiadian starseed. I already knew it. I just doubted my sanity sometimes. And just to have, I needed that, I suppose. It was sent to me. I needed that confirmation from somebody to help me move along with my journey. But what my other friend, who is a Syrian starseed, who is a well-known person on a YouTube channel, actually, she made a point of, you don't need somebody else to confirm it for you. So she's a Syrian starseed, so she came in through a completely different filter, but I felt like I needed to take that on and share it with you guys, because I don't want you going away thinking, oh well, nobody's told me what starseed I am. If you already know, especially if you're Syrian, you'll already know. And I already knew, like I say, but I just needed that little extra boost, or the universe wouldn't have sent it to me. So take that on board, because if you've already got an inkling or a specific leaning or fascination with one of the particular starseeds, then that is probably your starseed origin. We're all related. You've probably got like different percentages of all the different starseeds, or a variety of, at least. But there'll be one in particular that you're predominant with, and that is your original soul incarnation, okay? So I hope that makes sense. I wanted to bring that point through because it's a very important point, and I'm so grateful that she made it. So we've got two out from the Starseed Oracle, Rebecca Campbell's Starseed Oracle, which I'm absolutely loving. One is the Courageous Peony, and one is You Are Not Alone. I love the Courageous Peony. I haven't seen this one for about a year, so that's interesting. I'm sure it came out about a year ago, actually. So we're in the Pleiadian transmission time of year. There's another time of year where they're very close with us as well, but I'm not sure right now what one that is. It says, we're multifaceted, unique, and let yourself be seen. Exactly, we're multifaceted. That's what I've just touched on there now. You're multifaceted, you're multidimensional. You were related to starseeds, you were related to all the star races, you were related to, you know, you can have your DNA pack done to see what DNA you've got from this planet. We haven't got a DNA pack at the minute to see what starseed races we've got within us, but we can learn it. We can learn it through the language of light and love, my loves, okay? And that doesn't mean to say we're ignoring the dark. That doesn't mean that. That means, in fact, if we're doing it properly, that we've been more into the dark than you can imagine, much more than putting spooky posts on your Facebook wall. Sorry if that sounds okay. Oh, here we go. There's that little bit of kick-ass energy coming in again from one of the Pleiadian grandmothers in particular. Okay. You know, painting your nails black or whatever. We've been into the dark. You know, not all light workers are, they're all loving light, they're scared of the dark. That isn't entirely true. I can believe you me. I've been into that dark and I've come out with light, okay? And that's how you light work. That's how you light work. Okay, so what does it say? Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with a cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with a tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. That's beautiful. And do you know, that's given me a little bit of a chill because right, as you know, I'm one of three sisters, okay, and as many of you know if you follow my channel regularly, I recently lost my youngest sister and she passed over, and I've got a real chill there now. Okay, and long story, but a flower that I associate with her and that my other sister associates with her is the cherry blossom. And funnily enough, she passed away in the season of the cherry blossom, and she passed away, you know, very young, just before her 48th birthday, bless her. So, again, like the cherry blossom season, very, very beautiful, very lively and very short. Now, my other sister, and she watches the channel from time to time, hello, my darling, her favourite flower is tulip. And it says, The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. I must be the peony then. No, I don't know. I like all the flowers, to be honest with you. I wouldn't like to say what flowers associated with me, but I just felt that resonance there with the cherry blossom and the tulip and my sisters, so I hope you understand. And it is a good analogy, because in the same way that sisters sort of compete with each other, which is part of nature in that sibling sort of way, it's about understanding that we don't need to. We're moving beyond that now. We're moving beyond that. We can all be different. It's maturity, isn't it? It's like spiritual maturity coming in. When you're little girls, you all sort of compete with each other, but when you grow up, you respect each other. But in that same way that maturity happens in life, you've got spiritual maturity coming in here, which the whole of humanity is evolving into, which is, it's your time to bloom. You know, it's no good trying to bloom when you're not ready to bloom, but now is your time to bloom. So be courageous about it. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. It's time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. Okay? To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering, to own your uniqueness without an apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is ready in itself to express. Let it inform you. Do you know what's really interesting as well? I'm just tuning into that energy. I've had another little bit of resonance there today. As many of you know, if you follow my Facebook page, I do a tarot of what I call tarot du jour, tarot of the day. And on the tarot of the day today, it was the 9 of Cups, which is a really lovely, happy vibe. But you know how I put the little emoticons on after I've written up the reading? Today, I just wanted to put all the flowers on. And I just put all the flowers that I could find on emojis. I'll just put them all on. And I thought, oh, I'm feeling really flower powered today, actually. So that's another bit of resonance the energy that I'm picking up on at the minute. And it is very resonant with the time of year, of course, as well, with the Pleiadians coming through and with all of the flowers blooming. I mean, you know, flower fairies, all of that. Okay, my loves. So the next one is You're Not Alone. Isolation, physical connection and community. Okay, my darlings, you're not alone. Just feel like it sometimes. That's okay too. You're not alone. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for your vitality, as it allows you to commune with your soul and fill up your energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being a human. Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company and support of others, both emotionally and physically. Again, it ties in with the whole vibration, energetic vibration I've been feeling all morning. That 9 of Cups energy of today's a good day for communication, social skills, etc. If you have a look at my Facebook page and have a little look at what I've written there, I've actually put on the energy I was pulling through there was that even if you're normally quite introverted, today's a good day for communicating with people, making friends and getting involved, communication skills, etc. So that ties in with it perfectly, because I am that kind of person. 90% of the time I just want to be on my own, and I'm fine on my own. I'm more than fine on my own. I get more done. I can help other people more. I need that, etc, etc. But there's times where it's totally appropriate to be sociable with people as well, with the right people, with the right conversations, of course. And as the universe provides and as the universe supports me, I am getting some lovely visitors later on, as I say. So that, there you go, there's a classic example. So we do need that. We do need to be open to that, okay? Now, if the conversation become meaningless, of course, I know what I'm like. The drawbridge goes up if I sense any BS. People just generally chatting nonsense or making things up, or it's just there, and I just become quiet actually. Or if I'm just getting drained because it's just too much, I just take myself out of the situation. And go for a little lie down. I used to be a terrible people pleaser, and sometimes that still rears its head for me to just show it that I've changed. And I learned the hard way about that, as I'm sure many of us empaths and starseeds have. Okay, so it's, yeah, I'm loving this vibe today. It's a nice vibe today, nice and light so far anyway. Where are we going now? Okay, going into Shadows of Oracle of Light and Dark. Oracle of Shadows and Light, sorry. This one is called by Lucy Cavendish. Lucy Cavendish. Art by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Okay, what's coming up from the Oracle of Shadows and Light today, please? Okay. Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. Oh, bless. We've not had this one before. Look at that. Look at that for a gorgeous one. Okay, let's have a little look at her, because I'm sure I have read it when I've got the Oracle set and read it all through and whatever, but I've not had, I don't believe I've ever drawn that card. What number is it? Number 36. Mend a Broken Heart. Okay. Here she comes to gather up your heart's sore pieces and place a sweet bandage on the place that it is most wounded. And this one tender gesture does more to heal you than could 1,000 years of therapy. It's time for small kindnesses to be received, and for you to know that all the little gifts of friendship and sweetness are the ones that will assist you most at this time. Interesting. Gifts of friendship. Time to open up, okay? Maybe you've been hurt before. Maybe you've opened up yourself before, and that's why you've retreated back into cave and your small circle of friends and whatever. But it's time to open up, all right? It really is. And this is very strong Pleiadian energy coming through as well. It's time to open up and trust people. Allow yourself to be treated gently and to be hugged and to be attended to with kindness. Allow yourself to accept that this is time and you need to take good care of yourself. You are healing and on the mend, but do not undo the medicine by forcing yourself to hurry up and get over something. So many of us have been through trying times lately, and I like I've just shared with you guys, I'm one of them, you know, horrendous few months or whatever, up till a couple of weeks ago. And many of us have been through a lot of trials and tribulations over the last few months. Has been a rough ride, you know. Eclipse season always brings surprises, retrogrades, and it always brings that stuff up to be healed and stuff up that's very challenging, etc. But now it's time to heal that, and remember that we are still healing. So, you know, somebody wants to give you a hug, take the hug. You know, if somebody wants to have a chat with you, have the chat with them, all right? The universe is providing that few extra support for you right now, so don't shy away from it. Okay, the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy. Oh, bless, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. This is so Pleiadian as well. And don't they look Pleiadian, these fairies and these cards? I've only just realised that they actually look very Pleiadian. They've all got that very sweet, feminine energy, and yeah, those big eyes and the shape of the head. The Mend a Broken Heart Fairy says, you have been hurt and this heart feels bruised to me. It may have been what is called a lover's quarrel or unrequited love. It may have been a breakup. It may have been an adventure in love that has turned harsh. But I'm here to help you mend, and I will not let your broken heart bleed. I will wash, heal, and place the bandage over the wound to clear, balance and protect, and send you the healing that means deep, restful sleep and peace returns to you. I want you to take it easy on the path of love for now. Soon you will feel your vitality return, but now is the time of rest. So many of us might feel like resting. So if you are getting a lot of people hitting you up for social events, visitors, etc., that's great. You know, be open to that, but also don't be the people pleaser. Don't turn into don't go back to toxic people pleasing ways. This is what I mean. You're still healing. You've been through a rough ride, and it's wonderful that people want to come in and give you a hug and spend some time with you and whatever. absolutely wonderful. But when you've had enough, learn to just say that you've had enough. Learn to do that, okay? Because otherwise it's just toxic people pleasing, and that's going back to our old ways, which we're leaving behind now. We're in a new energy of the new moon, so let's do things differently, okay, my darlings? I am loving that. That is gorgeous. Where are we going next? Okay, Kuan Yin. Beautiful, gentle energy today. Beautiful Kuan Yin energy is coming in now, and she is a goddess of loving and wise compassion. And her energy is working very, very closely, is seeking to work very, very closely with us at this time in our ascension. Okay, she's the epitome of divine feminine. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to take the one from the bottom there. Enter the Jade Temple. Wow. Enter the Jade Temple, my loves. Wow, 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 wow. Love that. Holding the pink lotus, holding, I think that's like some kind of Shakti yoga pose. She's holding that. I can't remember which particular one is got what it's called. But it's part of a dance. It's absolutely beautiful. I missed doing my dance. My ankle's still not 100% right. But it's getting there. It's getting there. It takes time to heal these things. Physically, mentally and emotionally. So, let's see. Number 11. Oh, 11 as well. A magical portal number. Let's see what magical portal this is. Number 11. Enter the Jade Temple. Okay. Kuan Yin in a temple of peaceful jade causes all conflict to elevate to higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. In fact, you are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can more readily receive the divine solution and blessings of peace from the beloved Kuan Yin when it arrives. Wow. So again, I'm not going to read all of that because that is a long one. There's a healing meditation in there and everything. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. May all beings know deep peace and blessings of beloved priestess of peace, Kuan Yin. May the heart of all conflict be resolved in the Jade Temple. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. I love that. It takes a mature soul to call in peace because it is not a way to avoid conflict. It is a way to use conflict as a spiritual tool through which to grow and become bigger than the conflict, to make allowance for each being to choose their own way to grow and to call forth the spiritual genius of the divine that is able to provide solutions that can bring peace to us all. Wow. That bit just popped up at me. Like I say, it's about 4 pages. It's really deep oracles. This is. We will delve into it deeper, but let's just take this from there today now. It takes a mature soul to call in peace. Did we not touch on about emotional maturity earlier on when we talked about the peony? Because it's not a way to avoid conflict. It's a way to use conflict as a spiritual tool through which to grow and become bigger than the conflict. Exactly, there's a beautiful energy to that, and that's an energy that's kept coming up for me as well recently when I've had different conversations with people or what have you, is like how we're learning to recognise that even when something seemingly bad, what we would have called bad, or dramatic or difficult comes up, that actually there's just nothing but a blessing in there. There's nothing but a blessing, a lesson, or an opportunity for growth within that. And I feel like that's what that paragraph is sharing with us. It's, what conflict is a way to grow and become bigger than the conflict. It's an opportunity to show that you're strong enough to do that. Instead of allowing yourself to be battered by that conflict. That conflict could be within yourself, or could be in circumstances around you. It could be in the fact that you are naturally an introvert, but this weekend there's a lot of people wanting to spend time with you or whatever, but now you're like, so what do? Do you go hide back in shell? No, you come out, you open your heart, you give as much as you can. But when you've had enough as well, you learn not to people please, because otherwise that's dealing with the conflict that's within ourselves, okay? That's entering the Jade Temple. That's entering the Jade Temple where there's peace for all. There's peace for all, okay? Because other people pick up on your vibrations, whether they're aware of it or not. Even if they're the kind of people that are very sceptical about energy and vibrations or whatever, and they're like, oh, I don't pick up vibrations, I don't understand what it is that you do. Even if they're those kind of people, which we all have around us, okay? They do. They do. They don't even know they do. So if you were not really in their company and you're not really feeling it or whatever, they know, and then that's destabilizing their energy. That's making them anxious. That's, see what I mean? Anything else is just a front that we're putting on. It's just a front that we're putting on. So if we don't want to do that, we want to come out and be authentic, be genuine, and find a way to peace through that. And find a way to peace through that. And you will find a way to peace through that. You will. You know, you'll get back what you're putting out at the end of the day. So if you, it's how you put it out as well. And we talked about this in the last one. You don't have to, like, we talk about it quite a lot actually. We don't have to like be like, oh, you know, you're doing my head in now, you're blocking my psychic gifts, or you're, you know, draining me because I'm tired. You don't have to be like that. That's not very, that's not very Quanian or whatever. You just simply have to say, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your wonderful company. I'm going to rest now. You know, and you've left them with that sweetness. You've left them with that sweet energy. Okay. So it's about not going back to our old ways and recognising that when that conflict comes up, and it will, oh, it will, that's an opportunity to prove to ourselves and to the universe how much we've actually grown and learned. Fabulous. Okay, the next one I wanted to come in today. Now I asked my rose quartz pendulum on every single action that I've done towards this. So on all sets I've used it to see which ones wanted to come in. Now I have got another pendulum that I've had for many years that I do spirit work with, but I'm going to use this special pendulum that was sent to me this week just to help me decide what tools I'm working with in the readings, if that makes sense, and if it's time for me to do a reading and that sort of nature. Okay, so this is the what's this one called? Dark Moon Astrology, I think. Dark Moon Astrology, yeah. Black Moon Astrology cards, okay. And we're using that. I've got the bin men up there, so the dogs are going to bark in a minute. It's rubbish day in my street today, so... Dogs being dogs, they have to bark at bin men, as I'm sure you're aware. Stealing our rubbish, right? Alright, boys. Alright. They're stealing our rubbish bags. So I cut these ones simply because they're such thick and good quality and beautiful cards. Literally. They never fall out, so I do it like this. Alright, Mr. Milo, that'll do. Good boy, Murray Bun. Come here. Come here. Yes, Mr. Murray. He's excited. He's excited. He knows he's going to see his family later on. His other family. Yeah, yes. He's had a bit of dry skin on. He has a bit of dry skin near his tail. But we put coconut oil on there, don't we, Mr. Murray? That's what we do. We put coconut oil on there. Yeah. He had a lovely bath last week, and he used to hate baths when I first got him, this dog. But he actually quite likes them now. You actually quite like them now, don't you? Yes, you wag your tail when you hear the word now. Because it's about being gentle, isn't it? Yeah. And then he has a bit of coconut oil on there, you see. And then, you know, because we all have little rough patches. Yeah, and then that suits it. There you go. Right, sorry about that, my love. It's a little dog break there. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these again. Okay, yeah, as I say, these cards are so thick and such good quality. It's very difficult for one to drop out. So I'll give them a good shuffle. And then I'll cut them 3 times. And then I'm going to take the top one, okay? And then, oh, it's Friday, I'm in love. It is Friday. Friday is Freya's day, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. The goddess, Norse goddess Freya is goddess of love. It's Friday. Also, the Roman goddess Venus and Aphrodite, all sort of same thing, really. All rule Friday. And we have got Venus for love on a Friday. Oh, I'm over the moon with that. I don't think we've ever had that one, but we've got it today, and it's Friday, and we've got Venus, and that's Venus rules Friday, and it's the day of the goddess. You know, in a lot of pagan, old time, sort of, I want to say religions, systems, women traditionally had just a lovely day today of beautifying ourselves and each other and not doing any work, and it's just all about femininity and being a woman on a Friday, which I absolutely love. And of course, in the modern life, that's not always a thing that we can get away with, because we've got modern lives and we live in modern world on planet Earth in this day and age. And so, but I like to bring an element of that in, at least as much as I can throughout the day. You know, if I can get away with doing as little as possible on a Friday, I will, and I'm sure a lot of us will, and I'm sure that is like part of our culture. Even you don't even need to be a woman. It's like a lot of people will just knock off work early on a Friday, won't they? You know, even builders and whatever, especially builders and whatever. So you know what I'm saying? It has somehow intrinsically become a part of our culture that we sort of kick back and open up to love a bit more on a Friday. And as the Cure song goes, Friday I'm in love, of course. So let's have a little look at that. I'm so stoked that we got that today. Spirit is really working closely with us today. Those beautiful Pleiadian grandmothers of mine are working super closely with me at the minute. Okay. Venus, love. Love is my religion, and I could die for that, said John Keats. Oh, that's beautiful. The Venus card says to let love take care of it for now. Wow. Venus is the morning star and the brightest of the planets. It is the planet of beauty and balance, and is named after the goddess of love and romance, which is the planet rules. In Scandinavian lands, the equivalent of the Roman goddess Venus is Freya. Among the Greeks, she was Aphrodite. Venereal diseases is named for Venus. After all, she charms and seduces. She was once associated with Lucifer, who was not a demon, but an angel of light who fell to earth, plain from the heavens. Okay, it goes quite deep now into it and everything, but basically that's what I've just said to you. It ties in with the whole energy of the day so far today. It's a lot to read here, so again I'll just look at what I'm looking at, okay? Venus is the most humane and fair of planets, so you may be asked or feel compelled to settle a dispute. Courts, laws and judgments may factor in, okay? It's an energy of settling things, it's an energy of resolution. But more than this card indicates either a new love coming into your life or the improvement or the start of an older love relationship. So when the Venus card presents itself in a reading, the first thing to focus on is romance and love. But after that, creativity and refinement, of course. So, of course, romance and love. Of course, it's Venus, it's Aphrodite, it's Freya, of course. However, that can affect, this energy affects all of our relationships, family relationships, friendship relationships, relationships with your furry family, relationships with your own higher self and your own feelings of self-worth, self-esteem, relationships with nature around you, relationships with your spirit guides, your star ancestors. Just bringing that extra touch of love and magic today. I'm so stoked this reading. This reading has been the antidote for the reading that I did the other day. Not the antidote, because that would cancel it out, but the balance. You know, it's been the yin to the yang of that one. Definitely. That one came in with a very, you know, if you've watched it, yeah, sort of energy. But this one's coming in with such a soft, whispering, silky, feminine, everything's sweet and rosy energy. It says, you can be assured you are found very attractive at the present time. Oh, that's nice, okay, and maybe subject to some advances. Great. If so, romance becomes playful, even childlike. It is a time for full heart blessings. Absolutely. If a relationship begins, it will have more of a sense of contentment and happiness to it. It's a perfect time for a new start in relationships or beginning of relationships. Taurus new moon. New moon is the perfect time for the start of anything. But Taurus is also ruled by Venus. And we're in a Taurus new moon. And that is also ruled by Venus. So there's another correspondence going on there. Okay, and a perfect time, not just for making a financial plan, for starting anything. A new romance, a new friendship or similar. And the Taurus full moon will probably have the potential to be very grounded, very stable and very, very long term. Okay. Anything else coming in? Right. Turning up this card infers that a fire has been lit under the passions and it's time to achieve what you want in life. At least you are being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could be involve any other types of relationships, what we've already said, yeah. But most importantly, goals should be pursued at the current time and as vigorously as possible. Pretty much what we've just said, and it ties in with the new moon in Taurus. It can also indicate a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene. Happy days. If a formidable competitor has just arrived on the scene, that is just, so that's conflict. So that's just an opportunity for us to show what we really got, and to show that we can rise above that. And to show the universe that we're 100% sure that we believe in our own self-worth and that we are as good as anyone. Okay, there you go, my loves. This is pretty much backing up everything we've already picked up on, as these things do. Absolutely loving this reading. It is a wonderful reading. Right, the next thing that we're going to do is a bit different. Okay, and I was guided to do this as well. I've got two tarot decks. One's the Universal Celtic Tarot, and one is the Vice Versa Tarot. And I've shuffled I've never done this before. Okay, I've shuffled the two of them into one big tarot. I've been instructed by a spirit that this is the way to go today. Okay, and we're just going to take some out of here to see what. So I've got a big chunky. Okay, just to see what comes out to clarify this oracle reading. I've loved this oracle reading. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Right, there's a lot coming out there. That's too many. Please give me a like, share and a subscribe. Please hit the thumb. It's super important. Please leave me a small even comment or an emoji in the box below. It really helps things to move up the algorithms. Please share. Please get in touch with me for personal reading. If you are getting in touch with me for a personal reading, please just use the email address that I've provided for you in the box below. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's too many. Okay. Oh, hang on. There we are. That's still too many. Okay. So, I'm just looking for like 3 at the most. Yeah. Cards to fall out. Way too many. Oh, 2, 3. I said 3 at the most, and then there they are. They're going everywhere. Okay. Okay. I asked for 2 to 3 and I got 3. There we are. And it's a mixture, which I suspected, or they wouldn't have asked me to mix them together. One's an Ace of Pentacles, beautiful Ace of Pentacles, so there's a massive opportunity here. Very Taurus as well, Ace of Pentacles. Massive, and we love to see an ace, as you know. You know me and my aces by now, if you've been following me. And the next 2 out of the Celtic Tarot was a 4 of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords. Interesting. These energies have come up multiple times for me this week when I've been doing various different readings for people. Now, let's have a look at the Vice Versa Tarot, which that one is, the Ace of Pentacles, and see what insights we get there. I feel like I want to say this is incredible good luck and incredible good fortune coming in. Just on a general, that's the Ace of Pentacles. It's an omen of incredible good luck and incredible good fortune, but we've got to grab that opportunity. Okay, so the energetics that are coming in a minute, grab hold of them, because they're energetics that are going to expand you and heal you. There's healing coming in, mend a broken heart. Okay, there's healing coming in. There's people wanting to show you affection. There's people finding you very attractive. And there's all of this coming up. Enter the Jade Temple. Do it. Okay. Venus is here. It's such a beautiful. You know what I'm saying. Like, if you've watched this video, it's just so sweet. And I think it's one of the most sweetest, beautiful, soft and fluffy ones that I've ever done. And now we've got that Ace of Pentacles, which is a very grounded energy, which is an earth energy, okay? But it's an excellent omen of good luck. It's blending that practical side of life with the soft side of life, which Venus and Taurus do so perfectly, okay? Let's just have a little quick look at... No, didn't get that one up. What's this? The Celtic Tarot. Got a 4 Pentacles, okay, so this is holding on to something that's brought us little to nothing. So there's a warning there, okay? That's what we've done in the past. We've held on to something that's brought us little or nothing. We've done people pleasing, it's brought us little to nothing. We've done shutting people out completely because we're scared to get hurt again, and we prefer our own space to such a point that it becomes toxic. We're letting go of that, okay? Knight of Swords wants to move things forward very, very quickly. This is a lovely energy. Look at that as well. He only happens to be riding on a bull, which is a symbol of Taurus. And it's about moving forward very quickly. The Knight of Swords, out of all the knights move forward, and they all want to move forward quite quickly, except for the Knightess, but that's another story. Knight of Swords in particular wants to move things forward very, very quickly. Sometimes it's a warning to not move too quickly, but in this instance I feel like it absolutely is. It's like grab that ace, grab that energy that's around at the moment and move forward. Okay, I love that we chose these cards for today, because where else am I going to see a Knight of Swords riding a bull representing Taurus so perfectly? Love the way Spirit is supporting things right now. Swords, you say. The bull represents a warrior's fury and loyalty. Exactly. Fury and loyalty. Okay? So we're mending a broken heart. We're letting people in. We're realising our worth. We're realising that we're worthy of love, friendships, hugs and delicious company from other people. We're realising that this is actually worthy, that these people are worthy, that they themselves are trustworthy. Okay, so there's a little bit of reassurance there, I feel, in case you are holding back. 4 Pentacles. Our heart can be so parched that we are blind to beauty. Miserliness. Exactly. Our heart, that's deep. Our heart can become so parched that we are blind to beauty. There's all of this beauty around. The courageous peony and Venus. I mean, look at the beauty. Look at the beauty beyond belief, you know. You're not alone. You're not alone. Jade Temple, Kuan Yin, the beauty that's all around. And this beauty isn't just around us, it's within us. This is the beauty that we are. This is the beauty that's within us. Okay? That gorgeous little Pleiadian energy there, mending your broken heart. Okay? Do not become this. This is the old ways. This is what we're leaving behind now, okay? We're in the new moon today, new moon crescent. This is what we're leaving behind. Taking that blindfold off so you can see all of this beauty around you, alright? It's time to soften, it's time to relax, alright? And at the same time, it's time to remember the lessons you've learned and integrate them, alright? So all of that being said, my loves, I'm going to leave it there. This has been one of the most beautiful and gentle, soft, feminine readings I've ever done. It was much, much needed, I feel. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come in and do this. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for all of the continued support that you give me. I really, truly appreciate it. Please leave me just an emoji or anything if you've enjoyed this reading. Please get in touch, as I always say, via the email address below, and I'll be back in the week with a tarot reading. And in the meantime, have a fantastic weekend. Remember how beautiful you are. Remember that it's okay to bloom. Remember that you're safe. Okay? And grab this beautiful energy that's around right now to start a new way of being, a new way of doing things. Alright? A whole new you. We don't do this anymore. We're not blind to the beauty. We're fully open to the beauty around us now. Okay? Step into that. Okay, my darlings. Have a wonderful weekend. All the love, all the light, and everything else in between.